In 2004, my grandfather, Dennis Boyk, bought a condominium on the Lake of the Ozarks. He originally planned to use it as a rental where others could come so he could make some more money on the side. However, it later became a hot spot for both friends and family to come and enjoy the serenity of the Lake of the Ozarks. In 1929, right as the Great Depression began, the Bagnell Dam was created by the Union Electric Light and Power Company so that the area could have more electricity using the hydroelectric dam. The dam created a giant lake that came to be known as the Lake of the Ozarks and actually overtook Table Rock Lake, a small town that had only a couple hundred people. So every time we went out onto the lake, I thought about how many people used to live hundreds of feet underneath where we were. It didn't take long for people to begin to realize how beautiful the lake was, and it quickly gained popularity. When my grandparents bought the condo, there was a lot of updating that needed to be done. Walls had to be painted, floor had to be replaced, and new furniture was needed to be bought. One thing I always loved about the Lake of the Ozarks was how many different things we found to do, but there are also many traditions that we have and things we do there every year. The most memorable of these came from all the time we spent outside at the lake. Every year we go down to the Lake of the Ozarks, we would always have Krispy Kreme donuts every single morning, out on the porch overlooking the lake. It was one thing that I always loved to look forward to, because our family rarely gets to have fun things for breakfast, and Krispy Kremes are probably my favorite breakfast food now. Speaking of food at the lake, another place we like to visit is Randy's Ice Cream. It was just another fun place that we went to often to finish off a day of fun activities, and they always have new flavors that are always fun to try out. Another tradition for our family down at the Lake of the Ozarks was to go mini golfing. Although we always go out there trying not to be super competitive or be upset if we lose, it ends up happening every single time. We always ended up trying to get each other to mess up, and we were always super focused and determined to win, even if we tried to make it seem like we weren't. Probably the biggest thing that we did at the lake, however, was swimming and spending a lot of time out in the water. I actually learned how to swim there at the lake from my grandparents. Every single time that our family visited the lake, we made many great memories from being there with family and friends, playing in the water and playing a bunch of different games as well. Speaking of fun things to do in the water, our grandfather had jet skis that we used very often to get around and just to have some fun on. I remember one time when me and a couple of my cousins went out for an especially long jet ski trip with our grandfather. We went in and out of different coves and different spots that our grandfather showed us, and by the time we got back to the condo, we had been gone for a couple hours. I remember seeing my grandfather go to his bedroom for his afternoon nap, which usually lasted only 20 to 30 minutes, but he didn't get back up until after dinner time, which is about 3 or so hours later. I learned then how tiring riding the jet skis really can be. We were also able to hook up a tube to the jet ski so we could go tubing a lot, which is something I really enjoyed doing when we were there, because we rarely got to do it. In conclusion, we were always able to find so many fun things to do in the Lake of the Ozarks. But the best part was that we could spend time with each other and make lifelong memories.